All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you for about 45 minutes today. Yeah, about 45, 42, somewhere around in there. 42, 45. A lot been going on. What's not? Anyway, let me say hello to everybody before I start complaining. And I'm in a bad mood today. I'm in a bad mood, and not even from what's been going on. Yeah, I just don't know. Let me say hello. Let me pick my mood up and say hello. Dwayne Larkin out there in Mount Airy, good afternoon. Lewis Talbert, representing Sharonville, good afternoon. Anthony Prosser, good afternoon to you as well. Got Maria Smith representing, what is that? Z, North College Hill? Is that a Z? Do I see a Z? I don't know. But Maria, good afternoon. Tanika in the house. I believe that's the top five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, rounding out the top five. Tanika in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Nick Brown representing beautiful Blue Ash. Good afternoon. We got DeAndre Crosby. Good afternoon. Kush representing Evanston. Good afternoon, Kush. David Herring representing Westchester. Good afternoon. Sean Nutter. What's up? Good afternoon to you as well. Oh, let me see. DeAndre says, hello, brother E-Man. What's up, DeAndre? Chelsea representing Alabama. Oh, you down there now? Okay, I'm gonna have to give you a call just to make sure everything is going all right. I don't want to have to come down there and regulate, but I will if I have to. So I hope everything is going good. I don't even know what that means. Come down and regulate. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm not sure what it means, but I do it. Crystal Hoskins representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon. Tanika says, I love that you're in your beanie era. I've had these for a long time. I wear them here and there. But I really need a haircut real bad. That's really the only reason I got it on. Because y'all know that, my hair is not, it look nappy all the time. Even when it's bald. Like, I know you ain't never seen a nappy-headed bald dude but me. So, yeah, I need a haircut. I haven't had the time. I haven't taken the time because I've technically had the time. I could have foregone sleep and cut my hair. But I haven't taken the time to cut it or anything, and it's looking really nappy right now. So that's the only reason I threw the beanie on today. So I got to cut my hair later on. Let's see. Iona Bentley representing Finneytown. Good afternoon, Iona. I hope everything is going good with you. Terry Anderson representing downtown. Good afternoon, Terry. Good afternoon. Thanks for checking out the show. We got Lamont Jones out there in Westwood. Lamont Jones. Good afternoon. Veronica representing North College Hill. All right. Good afternoon. Jason Dockery out there in Fairfield. Good afternoon. LaDonna Howard says, hey. She's representing Western Hills. All right. West Side. Shahara representing Sharonville today. Good afternoon. Shahara be being mean to me. I'll be trying to be nice to Shahara, but she just be being mean to me for no reason. I don't understand it. What did I do to you? Samuel Campbell Jr. representing Oakley. Good afternoon. We got Ben Thomas. Say, Brother Livingston, he checking in from the new crib in Blue Ash. All right, a new crib. You bought a new house or you renting a new spot? I mean, either way, it's cool. I'm just curious. I want to celebrate with you. Ben, good afternoon. Bonita Gaines out there in Roselawn. Good afternoon. LaDonna say, you got some bean pies for sale? I don't like bean pies. No, I don't have any for sale. But I tried a bean pie. Actually, I think I tried bean pies twice. I didn't care for them. But, to each his or her own. Let's see. Daryl Daryl Carpenter says, about damn time. Daryl, you was hating. See, you one of my haters. When I said I was going to be on late, but I wasn't sure what time, you said that mean there ain't going to be no show today or something along those lines. See, that's hate. If you didn't know, that is an example. That's not the definition of, but that is an example of hate. Doubt, to me, is an example of hate. If you doubt what I'm telling you when I'm telling you what I'm telling you, that's hate. Don't be a hater, Daryl. Don't be a hater. He says, he followed that right up with some hate, brother Khalil Muhammad Livingston. He just want to fight today, and I'm not in a good mood. Oh my goodness. He said, what up to the people he representing the park. Fair warning, I'm being messy today. So I'm giving y'all a F your feelings heads up. Okay. Tria in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Tria. She's representing Avondale. Classy as always. She's classy because she know how to represent. She says afternoon king. She acknowledges my kingship, my lordship. And that's just classy. That's just classy. Some of y'all other sisters need to be like Tria. I keep asking her, would she hold a seminar for y'all? Just a little seminar, a little quick seminar. Get them bitches in order. You know what? Real quick. Pamela Kenny, representing North Avondale. Good afternoon, Pamela Kenny. T. Mikey G out there in Avondale. Good afternoon, T. Mikey G. Got Steban representing Westwood. Good afternoon, B-Rab. Say you Islam now. When did this come to represent Islam? It's just like, just because you wear a Kango don't mean you LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean you a rapper. When did this come to represent Islam? I don't understand y'all. Let me see. Let's see. Keep going. Janice, my favorite. She says, wow, I was scrolling and here you are. Hey, everybody. Hey, Janice. Chester said, I'll let you know if you need to come regulate. Also, Helen says hello, and she loves your purple. All right. Well, tell Helen I said hello. Tell Helen I said hello. I love Helen. Of course, I love you too, Chelsea. Tanika says, she hollering at the nappy bald head. It's true. My hair comes out of my scalp curl. That's why I don't, if you've ever wondered, like, dang, this end don't shave. No, I don't shave. Even when I cut it close with the clippers, I get bumps. Because my hair just grows in. It's really, it's not a texture thing, I don't think. It's really curly, and so it grows and then out and in. So the longer I keep it, the less chance that I have of having hair bumps, mainly down here, but I get them here. You know, I would shave. And I've tried all of the different razors. I've tried Magic Shave. Same, I get hair bumps. So that's why a lot of times I'm not clean shaven. Because I don't, I get it, and I'm sitting there in pain from hair bumps and pulling hairs out and all that kind of stuff. In case anybody was wondering. So yeah, when my hair come out, it just come out nappy. Jason say, wear a hat. That's what this is. This is just a knitted hat. Let me see. Dante say, what up, though? What up, Dante? Hold on, let me make sure the phones is up. Okay, phones is up. What up, Dante? Jarika in the house. She says, hold up me familiar. I did not get a notification. Just for the record, I don't control the notifications. People be sending me messages. Janice, don't hate me because I said people be sending me. Don't hate on me, Janice. I'm not in the mood today, Janice. Just let it go. But people be sending me messages like, I didn't get your notification. You need to update your notification. I don't send out notifications. I don't do that. The platform does that. When you click the notification bell or click the thing to say, receive notifications, you're not sending me a personal message like, man, every time you go on, send me a notification, please. That's not what that means. That's the platform saying every time he go live, we gonna let you know. So if you got a problem with it, take it up with, what's his face? The rich oligarch dude, what's his name? Who owned all of that stuff? Zuckerberg, whatever. Take it up with him. Send him the messages that y'all be sending me. Bet y'all won't do that. I know why y'all won't do it. Because y'all know he'll put y'all asses in jail. He'll put y'all asses in Facebook jail. Hate on Mark Zuckerberg. How about that? Shahara playing like she don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You just be being mean to me. Regina Denson Griffin representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Let me see. I think that's all of the hello so far. Lonzo Clark. I don't think I said Lonzo Clark. Good afternoon, Lonzo Clark. Let me see. Logic Slayer. Good afternoon, representing Gulf Manor. Erica Hummins. You late in the mug, Erica. You supposed to be right. No, I was late. And I probably threw your time off. But I'm glad you're here. She's out there in Reading. She might have been driving 26 miles an hour, and then the police pulled her over for all I know. It's Reading. You know how they get down. Let me see. Miss Mary Birch Lavender. Howdy to you. Howdy. Let me see. Tanika says, I ain't calling nobody king but my husband. You need to get in that class. Tria. Tanika. She needs to be front row in the class. Front row. Let me see. What happened to yesterday, though? You didn't even acknowledge not coming. But Friday, you said you'd explain why not on Monday. Not sure if you realize it. Today is Tuesday, sir. But if you'd have read the comments, see, I told you I'm not in the mood. Saved by the Bell. Oh, that's little baby. Okay, hold on. Little baby? I had to call you back. I'm doing my show. Let me call you back when the show is over.
Okay.
All right. The little baby. If you'd have read the comments, if you wasn't so damn lazy, and you would have just read through the comments, you'd have seen in the comments where I said, oh, my bad, I mean Tuesday. And then we wouldn't even be having this tense exchange. Because like everybody else, you would have just known, oh, he must have made a little mistake. Because even though he is the king of talk, he's not the king of kings. So every once in a while, he make a little mistakey here and there. Just being mean to me for what? Why? What'd I do to you? I don't even understand. Let's see. Andrea Bustle, good afternoon. Let me get through the hellos. Jeannie, good afternoon. Let me see. Pamela, if you were a king, you'd be wearing a crown instead of that crocheted purple cap. As a king, I get to wear whatever the F I want to wear. See, that shows y'all don't understand royalty. You can't tell the king, you supposed to wear a crown, king. He the king. That nigga get to wear whatever. See, you almost made me cuss. And y'all know I don't cuss. You almost made me cuss, Pammy. You almost made me cuss. I get to wear whatever I want to wear, and I chose this. Tell you, y'all modern women don't understand. Y'all don't understand kingship. Let's see. Kim Moore Everhart, good afternoon. In the house. In the house. DeAndre said, you got to shave with clippers. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do. And I still get hair bumps. Yeah. Jerica says, use Nair. I'm not a lady. But it don't matter because that's what Magic Shave do. It's the same thing. It's a depilatory cream. And I also get hair bumps when I use Magic Shave. So it's the same thing. Ron says, you got to let it grow and toughen up your skin. Yeah, because, I be letting it grow and it toughens up my skin. I just need another 20 years and my skin to be tough enough. What in the world? But good afternoon, Ron. That's my first time seeing a comment from you. Janice says, what did I do? I know what you was doing, Janice. When I said something grammatically incorrect, I know you was correcting me in your head. I know you was. Don't deny it. I ain't in no mood for that stuff today. Let me see. Mike Ballard says he's representing Woodlawn. Good afternoon. Do you feel comfortable in call-in Raven? I'm not sure what that means. I'm very comfortable with Raven. I don't know what you meant. What you got on your head, my brother? If you don't know, you don't need to know. If you don't know, you don't need to know. Let's see. Scott in the house. Good afternoon. I think this is it. That's it. Dee Dee Williams said, hey, y'all. What's up, Dee Dee? Tria says, Emanuel, I don't have a husband, so I need to be in Tanika's class. No. You don't need no class to get that kind of class to get a husband. Tria, you can have a husband. You done turned down, when you was a little younger, you turned down probably about 4, 5, 6 husbands. You rejected them based on probably something superficial because you were immature. So you rejected some of your husbands based on something superficial, like Shahara be doing because her husband is 5'4", and she don't see him because he too short. So you can have a husband. You don't need no class on that. Now you more mature, but you just, a little more mature. So now you have to be more, I don't want to say strategic because that sounds like you scheming, but you have to really focus, and it could happen. Let's see. Let me see. Chelsea said, why are you so aggressive today? What I missed? I'm trying to get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm in a mood today. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down. I think I got everything. Did I say David? David Herring, what's up? Raven Monday says, you definitely cuss. Let that lie go. See, there you go. You ain't too. When you ever heard me cuss? I mean, unless it was absolutely necessary. You know what I'm saying? You don't cuss like, you know what I'm saying? I don't hit people either. But if it's absolutely necessary, you got to sock a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I can say safely, I don't hit people. But I've seen you hit people before, but that was in a situation where it had to be done. So when you ever heard me cuss when it didn't have to be done? Never. Stephanie Hyde says, hi, everyone. Oh, by the way, good afternoon, Raven Monday. Stephanie Hyde says, hi, everyone, Roselawn. She's representing Roselawn. Did you get a chance to read the messages I sent your chat? I don't think so. I don't think I did. But I've been busy. There's Shahara hating again, and if he'll lie about that when he doesn't need to, and it's obviously a lie, he'll lie about anything. Why are you just mad? Are you mad at me because I'm taller than your husband? Is that why you mad at me? Is that what I did to you? I outgrew your husband? Because your husband is 5'4". You don't know it. I'm telling you, I've told you, it's in your spirit now. You mad at me because I'm taller than your husband. But he gonna make you happy. You're gonna be the happiest little mean lady out there. Let me see. Ronald Dixon. Ronald Dixon says, I dry shave, then I use lady shaving cream. I don't know what that means. Is this the first step of you coming out, Ronald? Is this step number 1 of you coming out? Like step number 1 is you tell me that you dry shave and then you use lady shaving cream. And what step number 2 is you tell me that you wear Jordache jeans. And then step number 3, you know, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Why did you tell me that? I don't know why you told me that. Why did you tell me that? Oh boy. I don't understand what's happening today. What is happening today? Lewis CK, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Reese Mooney in the house. Good afternoon, Reese Mooney. Good afternoon. Tria says, you don't know me like that. Hold on, am I lying? Am I lying? Did I read it wrong? Did I read it wrong? When you were younger, you didn't reject a lot of dudes based on something superficial, like he wasn't tall enough, or I like darker skinned men, or I like thinner men, or I like men who's more. But I didn't like his outfit. I didn't like you back when you was younger. I know you did. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Cedric in the house. Cedric say, what's up? Let me see. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Raven says, remember that time you told me not to hit the dump button? No, I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure if I told you not to hit the dump button, it was necessary. Let's see. I think that's about it. Shannon C. Good afternoon, Shannon. Good afternoon. Tria says, I mean, not a lot of men. I said about 5 or 6. You done rejected 5 or 6 men in your life for no reason. I mean, for a reason, but you know. All right. So everybody, I've not had a great, since Thursday, really since Wednesday. But I didn't know the extent of it Thursday. I'm down a car. My car's in the shop. And it's going to cost me a lot of money to get this daggone car out the shop. And I don't always understand. So I'm driving on Wednesday, just minding my own business on my way home. Probably coming here to do the afternoon experiment. And I'm driving and my car starts tick, 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 tick. And I'm like, what is that? And I pull over. Stop doing it. What in the world is going on? I start driving, it ain't doing it. About 5 minutes later, tick, 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 tick. And it does it and it get a little louder as I drive a little faster. But then it stopped. Stop ticking, not the car stop. It stopped. So I'm like, what is that? Oh my goodness, I don't know what the heck is going on. And then I'm listening and the ticking stopped and it starts making this noise. Over on the passenger side up in the front. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? What is going on? Oh my goodness. So I'm like, okay. But then by the time I get home, it's not doing anything. Running quiet. Like a brand new car. I'm like, oh my goodness, what in the world? So Thursday, if it start making noises, whatever. I drive to work, no noises. Come back on the way home, tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 just intermittent. And every once in a while, on the side. I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, I had some stuff that I had to do Thursday. So Friday, I called the dealer. Because, I typically take my car to the dealer. I drive a Honda, so I take it to the Honda dealer. So I call them. I'm on the way to pick up the little baby, and they start doing the ticking and all that stuff. I'm on my way to pick up the little baby, and they like, I'm like, my car's making these noises, and I explain to them, whatever. And they like, well, we only got one appointment today at 3:30. It's like 2:48, and I gotta make it to pick up the little baby. And then I said, you know what? I don't care. I will make it there by 3:30. Y'all got an appointment at 3:30. I will have my car there at 3:30. I go, stop, pick up the little baby. We get in the car, start the car up, pull off, hit it to the Honda dealer, and just for no reason, almost all the warning lights in the car come on the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what this means. Everybody know what that means? Yeah, on that. All the warning lights come on. I'm like, what in the world? So, I get it to the dealer, and they like, oh, we got to get it. We got to look at it, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, so that's why I didn't make it in on Friday, because my car was having a meltdown of sorts. And, I had to drop it off. So, okay, drop it off. And they like, well, we'll get back with you on tomorrow. We're open tomorrow, and we'll tell you what's going on tomorrow. I say, okay, cool. Call Mrs. Livingston. She comes and she picks me up. We come home. The next day, and I don't even really think much about it. I just have fun with the little baby. We're playing Nintendo Switch. She's got a Nintendo Switch, and so we're playing that. And I have to pretend like I don't know what I'm doing, but I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. And so, I start dominating her, which is, just kind of what I do. And I start dominating her. But, you have to do little things, And she thinks it's funny because she think I don't know what I'm doing. And she always think I got lucky when I dominated her. Because, it'd be little stuff like this one point in the game where you're supposed to shake the controller to make it do whatever. And she's, you got to shake it, grandfather. You got to shake it. And, I go overboard with it. And I'm just holding it up in the air doing all of this. And she just cracking up because she think, my granddaddy is old and he don't know what he doing. I enjoy giving her that, because she don't get wins with me. Those are the wins that she gets. So I just have fun with her. Saturday, I'm waiting. I don't hear nothing. Well, I know they close at 4? So it's about 3 o'clock, and I sent them a text because that's how they want to communicate. So I sent them a text, and the lady sent me a text. So I'm like, this thing is giving off all kind of codes. The technicians, don't know what to make of it. We've reached out to Honda, and Honda doesn't know exactly what's going on. So I don't want to tell you, a diagnosis when we don't have a diagnosis. And, it's one or two things that we know needs to be taken care of, but I don't want to say that's what the problem is, blah, blah, blah. So we'll let you know something by Monday. I'm like, okay, cool. So I don't have a car all weekend, so I have to borrow Mrs. Livingston's car. And they don't do loaners. But, and I thought about renting a car, but I was like, I ain't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't doing nothing. So, I'll just take her car. It'll be all good. And it was. No problems. Monday, I'm waiting. I don't hear nothing. So I take Mrs. Livingston's car and I drive up to the dealership. Like, hey, what's going on with my car? Y'all said I would hear something. What's up? And then, well, let me go talk to the technician. And he go back because my chick wasn't there. Amanda, I think is her name. She wasn't there. So let me go talk to the technician. And he come back and he says, well, they're leaning in this direction, but they're not sure yet. So let us get back to you tomorrow. I'm like, oh, mother, but okay, it's all good. So then today they finally got back with me. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it fixed. I'm going to have to do certain stuff in stages. Like basically something happened with my timing belt and the timing belt pulley, tensioner or whatever. Something happened with that. And so they have to replace the timing belt, of course, and replace the timing belt tensioner. And, of course, while they're in there, they're going to do the water pump and some other stuff, So like the first phase, because that's going to be the first phase, is going to be like what, around $2,200, which is cool. I mean, it's cool. The car is an older car with a lot of miles on it, and it's time, and I need a timing belt anyway, and it was coming up, and I believe it, I was actually just saying to Mr. Livingston, but this was probably about a month ago. Like, it's probably about time I get this timing belt changed. She was like, is it giving you problems? I'm like, no, it ain't giving me no problems, but, it's all good. So she's like, okay. So okay. I knew this was coming. So it's like $2,200. The clutch pressure sensor needs to be addressed. So that's going to be, what did they tell me for that? Like $500 or something like that. Like, okay. And it was a couple other things. I'm like, oh man, this is just irritating. Now I have my car back. They tell me I'll have it back on Friday, which is cool. If we get the parts in tomorrow, then we'll have your car back Friday. If we get them in on Thursday, then we'll have it back on Monday. Okay. All right. Jason says, pressure plate, E-Man. No. It's not the pressure plate. Specifically, it's a sensor. They described this to me. I don't make this stuff up. I don't know. I know a little bit about cars, but I don't know enough about cars to just start making stuff up. So I asked them what it was, and they said that there is a sensor that monitors the pressure between the clutch and the whatever. So no, it's not the pressure plate. It's the pressure sensor. So, you don't have to correct me. I'm telling you what they told me. So, yeah. So it's a few things I have to do. I'll talk to them. I'm going to do it in 3 stages. So the first stage will be, the stuff that I'll have it Friday. Then I'll give it a couple more weeks. Because, I know how much it's going to cost. So I don't be putting stuff like that on my credit card. I just get the money. And everybody keep offering me money. Like my daughter, like, Dad, your car's in the shop. Do you need money? Like, no. I don't need your money. I mean, I appreciate you offering. The gentleman who I work for, like, oh, do you need some financial assistance? Like, no, I don't need. I mean, if you want to pay me some more money, that's cool. I'm not gonna say no to it, but no, I'm cool. I got the money. I mean, I don't have all of it in cash right now. I got what I need to get the first stage done. And I asked him, like I said, it's a game plan. And I'm like, because I don't want y'all opening it up and then fixing half the stuff in there and then have to open it back up. And so and they were like, no, the stuff that we're going to do, there's no overlapping labor on any of the stuff. So when you do that first stuff, that's it. When you do that second stuff, that's it. When you do the third stuff, that's it. And then my car will be fixed. So, oh boy. It puts you in a bad mood. I don't know about you, but it put me in a little bit of a bad mood. And then, I'm minding my business today. Gentleman that I work for had me drop some stuff off at the UPS store. He's shipping. I know him, but y'all don't know who he is. So I know he wouldn't want me to share this. But he's sending some stuff to, because he was going to send it to California, for the relief for wildfires and all that kind of stuff. But he knew someone who was there, and they said, basically what he's sending, they're not in need of. So he reached out, and he knows another person in a different state. And so he's sending stuff to them. So I had how many? It was 20 medium-sized moving boxes full of materials that I took to the UPS store and shipped it. And, of course, not in my car, because my car's in the shop, in his car. And as I get out, I'm taking boxes in, took all the boxes in, did everything. On my way out, I'm going out, and it's the sister coming in. I don't think much about it. I hold the door open for her, And she's on the phone, and she says, and I can't say exactly what she said. Well, I guess I could, but y'all know me, I don't cuss. She said, girl, this Ian holding the door open for me like he got an MF chance. I'm like, what? What? And I wanted to say, B, but y'all know I don't cuss. I wanted to say, B, don't nobody want you with them. I said, can we get back to a time when it's okay for people to just be nice and polite to people? Just because somebody is holding the door open for you don't mean they want you. Like, is this that? What's that Saturday Night Live skit? Whoever from Temecula who think everybody want the box. I don't want your big, probably stinking box. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you. I'm just trying to be nice. And she didn't say it to me. She said it, I guess, to her friend or whoever she was on the phone with. I'm like, what in the world is going on out here? It ain't like I don't even have to say that. I'm not even going to say, well, y'all don't know her. It ain't like she was sexy or nothing. She was trying too hard to be sexy. She had on the extra long eyelashes and all this weave and, you know what I'm saying? She was a little hefty, but not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I just got in the car and I just felt so, like, I feel bad for brothers that's out here trying to date these women. Cause there was a situation out here and I'm not out there, but somehow I catch strays. You know what I'm saying? I'm minding my own business and I get it. Like, I don't know what is going on in these streets, but if you a brother in these streets and, you know what I'm saying, you trying to find you a woman, trying to find you a wife, if she ain't rejecting you because of your height, Shahara, or, you know, because you ain't big enough, or you ain't the right skin tone, you don't make six figures and all of that kind of nonsense, you ain't got, you just got a good, you know, you realize that the women out here nowadays, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of the women out here nowadays, if you've got a good career and you are happy doing what you do and you make even a substantial amount of money, like you lazy because you ain't got 6 or 7 side hustles, you know that? If you know, what do you do? And you like, hey, I work for the whatever, you know. I've been working there for 20 years and it is whatever. And they want to know what else you do. You're like, nah, that's all I do. Even if you, like, I'm a doctor. You're a doctor? Well, what else you do? Hey, bitch, I operate on people. What do you mean, what else do I do? I don't understand the question. Do I have to have a side hustle? What if my main hustle is doing enough? Do you own the hospital? No, I don't own the hospital. Like something has happened. Something in their head is to the point where they don't understand. Like society has created this thing where nothing is good enough. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, it's crazy out here. So yeah, I'm not in the best of moods today. I'm seeing the worst in vehicles and in people. And it's irritating me. There's something else that's irritating me that I can't talk about. I can't talk about it. But I'm mad about it. CK.
Mr. Livingston, great show, and I like your soliloquy you just came with.
Well, thank you.
Remember, yeah, because remember that was the word from last year. soliloquy. Remember I invented that, then everybody started using it.
You
I
did.
didn't invent the words,
Now you
but I put
invented
it
it.
out there. Huh?
You invented it.
Yeah, I made it, you know what I mean? He made it a hot, I made it a hot song, you know what I mean? But, so what you said about the young lady, oh my God. You know, B, don't nobody want your, why are you talking like that? Why, just because I'm holding the door open for you? This is how I was raised by my parents, you hear me?
But now,
I was
just for the
raised
record,
with
hold on. But CK, just for the record, I didn't respond to her because I wasn't holding the door open for nothing but to be polite. And she didn't
Right.
say it loud. Like, she didn't say it like she was saying it for me to hear it. She actually said it kind of quietly, which in some way was even more offensive because don't nobody want you. But it didn't hurt my feelings. It just bruised me in terms of what the standard is out here in these streets and what I know these young people, because I'm sure men got hangups and stuff too, but what these younger or single people are going through out here looking for a mate. I'm like, I don't know that I could do it.
And the reason why she did it, because you black and she black. I don't think if you was a white dude who opened the door like that, I don't think she would have made the comment. That's a self-black hate, another layer.
Hold on. I don't know if it was self-hate or if it was, because believe it or not, I
You
think.
said N-word. You said you was called a racial slur.
Well,
You
but
said a racial slur came out.
Well, but she wasn't saying it in that. But look, I know some people ain't gonna agree with me, but some people there's a difference between me saying, you know, and it's N whatever, or you know, some white person calling you an N. There is a difference. I don't mean it in that context as a racial slur, and I'm certain she didn't mean it in the context of, like, if I be like, man, this whole tripping, that don't mean I believe that she's a whore who has sex with, you know what I'm saying? That's just, it's not right, but it's just something that people say.
Let's flip it around. Let's say Livingston walking through the door and she held it open to you, and you say, this bitch holding the door like she got a chance. They would be like, oh, he hates black women. That would be like, he hates black women, or he just don't like women. But it's gonna really seem like you hate black women if she black. Now, if she white, then it might seem like you don't give a fuck. So I think it's all kind of racial things. And you was discriminated against with your height, too. She got this little short dude holding the door open. He's like, he got a chance.
See, in all honesty, hold on, but let me be honest. Because believe it or not, this is not the first time that something of that nature has happened. And I really do believe that a lot of women have this perception of shorter men, like we always trying to get on because for whatever reason we desperate because we're shorter and like we can't get nobody, so we take every opportunity to try to do that. And like, no, I'm not that. If you ever run into that, I'm not that. I'm just holding the door open for you, or I'm just, you know, trying to be nice or polite. But I think a lot of women, in at least nowadays, they have that perception of some shorter men. Like everything that we do is some sort of attempt to overcompensate for our lack of height. And I'm like, I don't have anything to overcompensate for.
Give me a similar experience, sir. You said this is not the first time. Give me another similar.
I can't remember all of them. I typically will share.
So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, ladies. You open the door for a black woman. Say you open the door for all women, right? But only time you get some of this stuff is from black women. In your mind, you're going to start to develop a stereotype. You're going to be like, damn, why would I only white women, they don't say shit, but certain black women got some shit to say. So this is how the stereotypes begin to form in your own head through your experiences in life, sir.
Well, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say to that. I haven't actually ever gotten a negative reaction from anyone other than a black woman, but I don't attribute it to black women. I attribute it to some of these younger because it's typically somebody younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 50s. So it's typically somebody younger, 20s, maybe, dipping into the 30s or whatever, who have
How old was
this.
this hoe that she was opening the door for? How old was she?
I'm not comfortable calling her that. But
I mean, how old this broad was? How old was she?
if I had to guess, I would have put her at about 32-ish.
Because I remember I told you when the New Year came in, I was hitting the sisters and everybody with a Happy New Year. And then at one point I hit them all, and one sister said, "Ain't shit good about this New Year." I was like, "Well, fuck New Year's then." I went straight with it. Like, but however you feel, I feel it's like, see, I'm smooth with it. When she would have hit me with this motherfucker, I say, "Hey, bitch, don't nobody want no chance with you. Look at you. Look at me. We on two different levels." Because now, once I see that you look down on me, I really look down on you. Like, you ain't even deserve to breathe the same air as me. That's how, because you know how highly I respect you. God bless the whole family. So when I'm disrespected, it goes even farther on the disrespect. I'm going to disrespect people way worse than they disrespect me.
Well, that might not be the best strategy. I think sometimes, now look, I'm with that sometimes, but sometimes the best strategy might just be let them be disrespectful and I don't have to follow them. Like, I'm sure I could have said something to her, but why? You know what I'm saying? Number one, she didn't direct the comment at me. She was talking on her phone. Number two, that in my mind, that would have undone everything that I did, just in terms of me personally, just trying to be polite and gentlemanly and all of that kind of stuff and hold the door open. It would have undone all of that. It wasn't, I just shared it just because it vexed me in terms of what these single men out here, some of what they have to deal with. Because, I could imagine if I was actually looking for a woman, and I had to deal with this, it might, kind of make me a little more jaded in terms of what relationships are and or could be. And so I was feeling bad for them, not necessarily for me. So there was no reason in my mind for me to even respond to it. I just, let her go on as if I didn't hear it just because. But my mind went to, oh my goodness, what these young men out here dealing with. I feel sorry for them.
Yes, because, and then, you know what? You never told us this, but I'm telling the youngsters, once you get to that late 40s, 50s, we start looking better than we did in our 30s and 20s. It's like the women are more attracted to her. Like, it probably was some of that, like, she wanted you, but she, like, you know how it is.
I don't think
because
so.
I'm about to be 49 next week. Now the women are more attracted to these babies. I don't know how you in your 50s, but I'm about to be 49, right? So now they more attracted. It's like we're distinguished. We're distinguished. And when you open that door up, it's how you open the door out of love. That was out of love. You're a loving person. So that's because I do the same thing. I open the doors up when some men, they not comfortable with you opening the door. Because when I ran into a problem with one dude, I opened the door. He said, "Oh, dude," he made sure I went in there first. But I understood it was, just a little.
Well, I've experienced that too in terms of opening the door. I wouldn't say opening the door for a brother, but you know what I'm saying, if I'm coming out the door and you coming in and I'm going out on the side where the door would swing on you, I'll go ahead and hold it so that door don't hit you. Or, if I'm coming out and you going in, I might go ahead and, push the door open, enough, you go ahead in or whatever. And there are some brothers that have an issue with that. I don't understand the issue with it. I'm like, bro, you helping me out. I don't get it, but I've experienced that too, and I don't know.
I think it's insecurity, sir. I think it's a little insecurity, a little homophobia type thing. Like, what is this? Like, they thinking a man not supposed to do. It'd be a little of that insecurity. Like, oh, I never let you do it. It'd be a little bit of that. They might have got touched on as a child, so they don't like being doing nothing for. You never know. It'd be like some form of insecurity. There's some form of that.
Maybe. I don't understand it though. In my mind, but again, I don't know. But in my mind, I don't see a connection to your sexuality and me holding open the door. But I guess different people are different. I don't know. Maybe somebody
Yeah.
touched them on the booty on the way into a store or something like that, and now they real sensitive about it. I don't know.
But I want you to see that what you're looking for is people are addicted to the drama. It's better. They would rather cause a conflict than get money or have sex. So she was looking for conflict. She needed to start stuff. They looking for disrespect. This is why the violence is so rampant in America, because we have people that's looking for the drama and anything. This dude just holding the door for. So what if it was really something? What if you accidentally dropped something spill on her? If she talking like that, so she's looking for any way to start some shit with you because she's seen your heart, your kindness. Let me try to tear him down. Let me make him feel like it made you think about it. It made you talk about the show. That's what the bitch was looking for. And I don't, like you said, I don't respect nobody like that. So we got to stop showing disrespectful people respect. That's a problem in America. If you ain't nothing, you ain't nothing. Donald Trump proved to you that you could be a sexual predator and get elected. Remember that.
All right. CKA, I appreciate your call, man.
Yeah, remember that. Remember, disrespect is what they looking for, brother.
All right.
Yep. Yes, sir. Have a good show on my list.
Take it easy. All right, that's CK. I'm not patterning my life after Donald Trump. If I were in office, I would maybe take some lessons from some of the stuff that Trump is doing. But I'm not patterning my life after Donald Trump. Like, oh, Donald Trump is rude, so I'm gonna be rude. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Brent.
Hey, what's going on, E-Man?
Hey, how you doing, Brent?
I'm all right. I don't know whether to address you with Assalamu Alaikum or Hallelujah.
I don't know what that means, so you can address me however you like.
You look like you about to start slanging bean pies, or talking to us about the Most High and how He has magnificently and strategically placed you at this day and time such as this in order to elucidate your thoughts to the masses.
I think that might be true. Yes, I think that's true for all of us. The Most High has strategically placed you wherever you are to give those people who need whatever it is that you have what they need. So yes, I do agree with that. But it has nothing to do with the cat.
Yeah, and after saying that a little bit, I bet that's why Eli always sounds so tired, because that wore me out trying to come up with all them words to put together. Oh, man. So what we got going on? Oh, see, you are doing an ad hoc Manuel Samuels commentary, and you need to make it a regular part of your show since, the big homie Kevin Samuels is no longer with us. Your take is just as valid and hilarious all in the same time. So if you put that under consideration.
Oh, okay. I'll think about it.
All right. Now you're as far as the buzz goes, is it that you don't listen to Lincoln's show at all? Do you listen to Raven's show?
I don't usually wake up on Saturdays in time to listen to her show live. I do every once in a while, when I'm up, and typically I'm in a bad mood because I'm up early, I will listen to her show. But and I do listen to the buzz when I'm like in the car or something like that.
Right.
I'm blocked on social media, so I can't watch the lives and all of that kind of stuff. Because typically I'm at work, so that would be the way that I would watch it at work.
Yeah. Now, so when you listen to it in the car the past couple of weeks, have you heard all that static that's supposed to be?
Yes, I have.
Oh my goodness. I'm still wondering what the engineers actually there are doing. I need that job.
I'm not
doing much.
I'm not sure who the engineer is now. If it's the same engineer who was there when I left, he does a good job. He works.
Okay.
He works
All right.
sometimes.
Yeah,
So.
he works on not being around when stuff breaks. That's what it seems like he's working on. But I don't know. I'm not there.
He's very
So
knowledgeable,
are just jokes, of
and
course.
and and he's got a great temperament.
Mhm. Yeah. And the reason why I asked about the reason why I asked about Raven's show, because she's doing this new Black Love series, and I think you and Mrs. Livingston ought to make a guest appearance on that Saturday. You know, Lincoln ain't gonna be nowhere around the studio, so you don't have to worry about, you know, him talking to you under his breath, you know, through his teeth.
Well, let me tell you,
Yeah,
I am fairly certain that I am not allowed in the building. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain that I'm not allowed in the building, and that they would really frown on me coming into the studio. So
does security have like a picture of you up just like they have when folks would pass bad checks at the local Kroger?
I don't think so, but my guess is that the people who work there, they kind of have an idea who I am and what I look like, because, you know, I worked there for a while, and, you know, that would be frowned upon.
Okay.
But that's just me guessing. No one has, you know, specifically told, except for when I was told, you know, not to go to that one party. Nobody has specifically told me that I'm not allowed there.
Okay. All right. What is Dave Stinger band?
I don't know. I'll ask him next time I talk to him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because that'd be interesting. You know, because folks think that two of you look alike, but I don't see the resemblance.
I don't see the resemblance.
Just don't. But yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you came on, and I'm gonna credit you reading my Facebook message about LaDonna being vexed if you didn't put the show on today, because it's time for the wrestling report. And this is the Royal Rumble edition out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, so your nephew and his girlfriend did go, is that right?
My brother and his woman, they did go, yes.
Okay. All right. Did they share any thoughts or anything?
No. I text him during the Royal Rumble because, you know somebody there, you'd be looking for him. And I know it's like an impossible task. So I text him like, where were they? And then after the Rumble was over, he texted me and told me where they had been sitting. And so I tried to go back and look, and of course I didn't see him. But we haven't talked about it.
It's huge, and the screens aren't very big. So, man, if you were all the way up in the boonies.
Well, no, he said that he was, you know, directly across from the camera, so he would have been on camera, and I think he said he was 16 rows back in the center, but I couldn't see him.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, those sound like some decent seats, but yeah, some of the seats that I saw that were all the way back by the stage, and you know they had that long ramp that they had to run down. You know, if I was some of them jokers, I'd have got a scooter or something, because you know they running 1,000 miles an hour out there.
Yeah.
And then you know if you ain't got no wind, you ain't gonna be able to hit all your moves. But just want to share a couple of thoughts. We'll start with the women's Royal Rumble. It started off the event. And really wasn't. Well, there are a couple surprises. They had Nikki Bella. She came back, which was why.
And for those, see, I'm gonna be the wrestling translator, because what I learned, I was listening to Wyatt, and they were talking about something, and it was something I didn't follow, and they talked about it for a long time. And at some point I was like, okay, I see how y'all feel when we do the wrestling report. So I'm going to be the non-wrestling translator. So you do the wrestling report, but I'm going to jump in and, you know, clue the people in so that they can at least follow. Now, Nikki Bella.
Well, before we even start with Nikki Bella, we have to explain what the Royal Rumble is then.
Okay, well, the Royal Rumble is this event in wrestling, and WWE in particular, where the winner of the Rumble, which is a 30 person over the top battle royal. That means in order to eliminate someone, you throw them over the top and their feet hit the floor. So the person who wins that, both feet. The person who wins that gets an opportunity to wrestle the champion for the championship at the biggest show of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have a women's Royal Rumble and a men's Royal Rumble.
Yes.
So, so there wasn't much of note to talk about in the women's Royal Rumble. They didn't do any crazy spots. But you did have Nikki Bella, which is Nikki Bella, I don't know which one of the Bellas, they twins.
I don't know either, but for those of you who don't know, Nikki Bella used to be a very popular wrestler, a decade or so ago, but she hasn't been active in like a decade. And so she came back, surprisingly for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and also Trish Stratus, and for those who remember, what was the one with David Hasselhoff running on the beach?
Baywatch.
Yes, she used to be on that show, but became a pretty decent wrestler.
Oh, I didn't know she used to be on that show, but yes, she was a popular wrestler like 2 decades ago. And she came back kind of unannounced and surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, but the biggest return was that of Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair.
I don't have to explain Ric Flair. Y'all know Ric Flair.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could move like it. But oh well. But but once she came back, I'm like, oh, she's winning, and she did win. So no real surprises there. How do I make this comment? Well, some of the ladies wrestlers, they have outfits that they intermix in colored fabric with like nude pantyhose, I guess is the best way to put it. So when she came out, it was like, hold on, something doesn't look right. And it almost looked like she gave the lady the wrong measurement for her non-existent hips. And it was falling down and made it look like she had on a pamper. She needed to be changed.
Can I tell you, that is hilarious. For whatever reason, I thought I was the only person who noticed that. I don't want to body shame nobody, but she got zero ass. And I was saying to Mrs. Livingston, like, why is she wearing baggy pantyhose? Like, who wears baggy pantyhose? Like, they bunching up around. She got so little ass that the pantyhose is baggy. I thought I was the only person who noticed that.
Yeah, because my sons noticed it. I'm like, oh, something's not right. Oh, and I'm like, oh, that's what it is. It's all one piece. Because I'm like, man, she better pull that stuff up or she's going to be showing all her business. But yeah, so and even my wife came in and saw it. She was like, oh, my goodness. So, but, yeah, so it is what it is. She's the, the top female wrestler that they push. And so it makes sense for her to win it. So no big deal there. Next, they had an out-of-place tag team match, which should have been on Raw or SmackDown or even NXT, with the Motor City Machine Guns against DYI. And I think the tallest one of the four in the match was maybe, and I'm being generous, 5'8", 5'9". So the crowd used that as a biological break. And it was okay, but it was just out of place for WrestleMania. They could have did a title match, a singles title match that would have had, more of a bearing on it.
Yeah, I left and went to pick up something to snack on. When I say left, I mean I left the house and went to the store and grabbed something to snack on. So I missed that whole match. I wasn't interested, not really.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and then the title was they had a ladder match for the Wing title, which is just a figurehead title. It's just something that they pulled off of the shelf. And is it the World's title or the WWE Heavyweight title? I forgot what they call the two different titles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes, who is the son of Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, for those of you who aren't familiar. Cody Rhodes has the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship, which I hate that they call it the Undisputed Championship, because you have a World Championship, which means that it is disputed. But go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so once again, ladder match, they had a couple of brutal spots in there, but Cody was going to win. That was, a foregone conclusion. The only thing they had in there that was a little bit of a possible swerve was when Sami Zayn came out there, because you thought he might do something, but he wound up, not doing something. So I'm guessing now Kevin Owens is going to be pissed at Sami Zayn, and
Yes.
they're going to be feuding for the 11th time.
Yes.
Their feuds are great feuds. But
And just for the record, you said that 100% wrong, and it vexed my spirit.
What did I say wrong?
The 50-11th time. It's 50-11. It's just one word. It's 50-11. It's not 50-11. But go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to enunciate maybe a little bit too much. But okay. But the last match was the men's Royal Rumble match, which actually was pretty decent. It started off with Rey Mysterio Jr. I think most people know who Rey Mysterio is, and Pentagon Jr., Zero Fear, and they had botch where both of them were on the top rope, and both of Penta's feet hit, and they were trying to say, oh no, it's only 1 foot hit and everything, but you saw they never went back and showed that.
That's right.
Again. Because in the past, when that's happened with Kofi Kingston, they went ahead and said, "Nah, bruh, you're out of it." And he wasn't in the match again this year, so they're done with doing the Kofi spots where he miraculously, saves himself. But let's see, who are the big stars in there? Jacob Fatu. Oh, good Lord, he was killing people in that match. Oh, and I don't know if the folks on there, maybe they know this dude. Who is this high show speed dude? Do you know who he is?
I don't know who he is. I think he's some streamer guy.
Okay, so a streamer like what's his name? Logan Paul type dude.
Yes.
Or the little bitty short not Isonac. What's the little bitty short dude with the braids? I don't know these people. I need my sons here to tell me these young people.
Yeah.
But we'll fast forward all the way to. But he got the crap speared out of him by Braun Breaker, which is Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. No, it's Rick Steiner's son, right?
I think it is. I think it's Rick Steiner's son.
Yeah, Rick Steiner, not Big Papa Pump, but yeah. Scott Steiner's his uncle. But he speared the crap out of that dude. I thought he was dead.
I thought he would. He might legitimately be injured.
Yeah. And I don't know how much money they gave him. Maybe he only got a hot dog and $25 and a can of slushy, like they do in any circus. But man, ain't no way in the world you're gonna convince me to get speared by a dude who don't know his own strength. No. I'll be the Price is Right dude who decided I'm just gonna jump over the top rope myself. Almost self-eliminate.
Yes.
But it got down to where you have big names in there. John Cena, he's trying to make his final run towards the Rumble, and Logan Paul is back in the mix. And what happened? It was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins were tussling each other on the top rope, and then CM Punk dumps both of them out. And then Logan Paul dumps out CM Punk. And then Seth Rollins went crazy and 2 curb stomps to Roman Reigns, which both of them looked nasty. But ultimately, you wound up with, main event, Jey Uso and CM Punk. Not CM Punk, John Cena were the last 2 in the ring.
Yes.
And we do this little, we have a pool where we pick 5 numbers, and whoever gets that number, we have points associated with it. So I went ahead and wrote in John Cena wins. But surprisingly, main event Jey Uso came out with the victory.
Quite surprisingly. I was surprised by that.
Yes. So, but the crowd was into it, and, we're going to see what happens from this angle. I still think there's going to be some swerve, and Jey Uso isn't going to make it. Whether he's going to lose his spot or he's going to give his spot to Roman Reigns.
All right.
Or maybe it gets snatched by not the tribal chief, but the high chief, Dwayne Rock Johnson, because he didn't show up, which is, I thought he may show up.
I thought he was too. All right.
But overall it was good. The boys enjoyed it, and next year we're adding in a different wrinkle. Not only were we going to pick the numbers, because my youngest son actually won. He picked the number. Well, my oldest son won because he had the final 2 wrestlers he had were the last 2 in there. So John Cena and Jey Uso. But next year we're going to have it to where you also can pick who you think is going to win, and if you get that, you'll get an extra 10 to 15 points.
All right.
So we make a game out of it, so Mrs. Beard will actually participate, because that's the only one she'll participate in or even watch. So I'll take it, considering how much I like wrestling, and she loves me, so I don't try to push her too much into the wrestling game. So.
All right.
All right, but that's all I got.
Hey, I appreciate it. It was well
see you
done.
there, AP.
It was well done and thorough.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
you got to get through a lot in that particular one.
Yes.
Take it easy.
All right, you do the same, Brent.
All you haters, boo you. Boo you.
All right. That was Brent with the Wrestling Report. It was a lot to get to. It was a lot to get to. You had to be detailed. You had to understand what's going on. No, this is not Stanley, I don't think. This is not Stanley. This is something different. But it does keep I always had a problem because I like to keep a cup of ice water on the nightstand because I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll be thirsty. And I like nice cold ice water. So I always, but before I had my little cup here, the ice would, wake up a few hours later, the ice is all melted. It's not as cold as you want it. And, then the other thing, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is down whatever it is that's left in there before I go and, get rid of it anyway. So, yeah, this thing keeps it nice. And you can hear the ice in there. This is actually, because this morning I was so thrown off with the whole car thing and, having to share a car with Mrs. Livingston. So I did not down the ice water. So this is still ice that's in there from, probably about 10 o'clock yesterday or last night or whatever. And it's still nice, good, cold ice water. And I actually added a little bit of water to it. So, yeah, it does a great job of keeping the water cold and keeping ice in there. So, I like it. Let me see. What else did I want to talk about? The Grammys. I didn't watch the Grammys. You drink 2-day-old water. I drink cold ice water. I got up this morning. I went to work. I got home. And I came right down here to do this show. And so on the way down, I went into the bedroom, went on the nightstand, grabbed this thing of water, and brought it down here. So yes, I'm drinking water from last night. It's water. Water don't go bad. At least not in my mind. Water don't go bad. But I did not watch the Grammys. I forgot that they were on. And then when I turned on, it was in the Quincy Jones section. It was in the Quincy Jones section. And Will Smith was on the TV. And I'm like, Will Smith? Why? I don't want to watch Will Smith. I don't like Will Smith. I don't support Will Smith. Will Smith is a hypocrite. Will Smith has said things that are anti-black and against anti-black music. I mean, he's been anti-black music. He even vowed at one point that he would never rap again because black music is so bad. Of course, until they offer him a boatload of money, and next thing you know, he was getting jiggy with it. So I don't support that guy, mainly for that. I think up until then, I supported Will Smith. I liked his show. I never thought he was like a good rapper or anything like that. But sometimes he would do things that would entertain me. Summertime, that was a legit hit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of liked it. But then, out of nowhere, he started being anti-black music. And I was like, okay, well, maybe he has some sort of something that he feels a certain way about. And then next thing you know, he's releasing new music. So I'm like, look, if you can't support black music unless you the black music, I can't support you. So yeah, I can't get with Will Smith. Not to mention he slapped the fire out of Chris Rock, and not that I'm some huge Chris Rock fan, but I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies, and that was definitely a bully move to me. That was a bully move to me. You think if what's his name, Michael Jai White, would have been up there telling those same jokes, he'd walked up there and slapped him? Nah, he'd have got the brakes beat off of him. He did it because he's bigger and he's a bully. And I don't like bullies. So I'm like, I can't support Will. I can't support Will. I flip, and then for whatever reason, I flip back. And I look up, and Cynthia Erivo is there. And I'm like, now, I don't support Cynthia Erivo. Because she said some negative stuff about black Americans, called us ghetto and all of that kind of stuff. So I can't support her either. So I turned it off. But somewhere I heard somebody say, I think I was flipping through the channel, and I hit it again, and I heard them say, Stevie Wonder coming up next, or something like that. So I was like, okay. I think it was Stevie Wonder was coming up in the tribute or something like that. Either way, I flipped back a couple times. Stevie wasn't on. I saw some country white lady singing. I'm like, okay, whatever. I flipped off. But then I flipped on and I saw Stevie Wonder and Herbie Hancock sitting at a piano. And I watched that. And then I turned it off. I was like, that's enough Grammys for me. Stevie played a harmonica and did a little bit of singing. I didn't think his singing was amazing. But, you know, what? He 80-some years old. So you can't, you know what I'm saying. He had a run. But yeah, I didn't watch it. I did see the little clip of the I'm gonna call it the pre-show. I'm not exactly sure where it was, where they were really disrespectful to Babyface. How you interviewing Babyface and you see some new artist come by and Babyface in the middle of talking and you like, hey, and Babyface like, all right. Basically, Babyface said, F y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to talk to him? Talk to him. Peace. I was like, dang, that was disrespectful. But they've come out and they've apologized. They apologized. But I'm like, man, I'm sorry. And I get it. People got a right to apologize. You know, you did something wrong, you apologize. But I couldn't see. If that was Mick Jagger, they wouldn't have did that to Mick Jagger. I don't think they would have. I don't know that, in my mind, people don't respect. I don't want to make it a racial thing, even though I think it was a racial thing. I'm working on not making every racial thing a racial thing, because it could be a something else thing. But I think it was a racial thing. I think in America, black music, especially, you know, R&B, soul, all that kind of stuff, is nowhere near as respected as, you know, the rock and roll and all of that kind of stuff. So I felt like it was exceptionally disrespectful. It irritated me. But I saw that, of course, after everything had happened. And I've seen a number of people, you know, kind of come out and speak against it. And I think they even asked Babyface, and Babyface was like, man, basically, I'm paraphrasing. You know, this is my take on, this is the way I would have said what he said. Like, man, whatever. I saw a whole lot of people that I know. It's people here making music. I ain't got time to worry about that stuff. They do what they do. It's too many creative people here and too much love in the room for me to be focused on the bad thing that happened outside. So, you know, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. It was something else that I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it was. Plus, I got to get out of here. Because I told y'all I would only be here for like 45 minutes. Y'all can't think of what it was. It was something else that happened that I really wanted to talk about. Did I talk about the helicopter hitting the plane? I think I discussed that. Something I think happened on Friday that I wanted to talk about. Twin.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right so far. Listen to you. What in the Jesus, Muhammad, Yahweh you got on, man? I told you, don't know. You make up your mind what you want to be, man. You all right today?
Yeah, I'm all right today. I know you made up your mind what you want to be, and I'm here to tell you, you can be that. Like, there's no judgment with me, bro, just so you know.
What are you talking about, man?
You can let the world know.
Let the world know what?
You know.
I ain't with that, man. I don't know what done got into you. You're a gangster one minute, a sunflower the next. Now you're a Muslim. Man, make up your mind, man.
I'm not a Muslim.
You out here, you look like one today, like you ready to set a final call or something.
This is not Muslim. It's
Yeah.
just a head covering.
Man, I'm just saying by the looks of it, E. No disrespect, Claire, but you look like you ready to sell some bean pies or, go in the basement where you at and do a poem or something. Be a poet or something. I don't know.
So Muslims are poets. I did not know that. I was not aware that that was that connection that Muslims.
Man, you all in one. You like you ready to tell a story or something, babe.
Well, what's on your mind?
Back in the day we used to watch MC Hammer, one of them, Whitney Houston at the Grammys. Man, I don't know what that is, man. What they got going
I heard
on.
a few people said that this was the best Grammys that they'd ever seen. Now, I don't know how they're, judging that and what they're basing that on.
When I turned to it, I seen Kendrick Lamar accept the award, which he deserved. And then Beyonce got that Cowboy Monkey thing with that award, Cowboy of the Year, whatever country award. After that, I turned to, man, because I don't really listen to rapping like that and what they new music, what they do, and all that. But other than that, I don't watch that. And then I seen, I hate to say it, Will Smith, little weird ass kid. She was in there with a trench with a 2-piece panty suit on, and his son coming there looking like a house he stole from the White Castle sandbox. Man, it was crazy. I'm like, man, what is wrong with dude? What's his purpose and stuff, the moral of that, what he was doing?
He's expressing his creative. Look, I don't have a problem with Will Smith kids being, what we would perceive as.
They weirdos, man.
Okay, so what? They not hurting nobody. As long as you not hurting nobody, let people be weird if they're weird. That house on his head.
If you come on this show tomorrow looking with a gumbo outfit on, we go clown you. He said, let me be how I want to be. I mean, man.
But who is he hurting? Who is
man.
he hurting? I mean, really, I saw the pictures. Who is he hurting by wearing a house on his head?
Man, he looked like a monkey clown, man, with that on. Would you wear that?
Just because I wouldn't wear it don't mean that there's something.
Would you wear that cap to save an actor?
But who is he hurting? That's what I'm asking.
He ain't hurting nobody. I just want to know what's the purpose of it, though.
He wanted to express himself in that way.
What way you expressing yourself?
He might look at somebody in a peach suit and say, the hell is that weirdo wearing? But just because he don't wear peach suits don't mean the person who wears, peach suits, something is wrong with them. They just
I don't
different.
wear no dang on peach suits.
Yes, you do. You said you got 2 of them.
Man, they ain't had them suits and God knows when.
No, you would have said I don't have any. I asked how many peach suits do you have? No, I said, how many peach suits do you have? And you would have said, I don't got no peach suits. I used to have 4 peach suits, but I ain't got none. You got 2 peach suits in your closet right now, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I'll tell you, man, I don't lie about nothing. I'll tell you if I did.
You did. You told us that you did. What do you mean I would tell you if I did? You told us. There's nothing
He
wrong
just-
with it. Bro, there is nothing wrong with your peach suits. Like there's nothing wrong with that boy wearing a house on his head.
I know ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'll tell you if I still own them or not. It's been, 15 years maybe? 12 years? I don't have them now.
You got
You
it.
act like I should have
Stop.
just said I didn't have them now.
That would have been a lie.
know.
But you got them. There's nothing wrong with having peach suits, bro.
No, ain't no. I paid for them. Hey,
Right.
I want to look good. But I ain't got them now. No, I ain't got them now.
That's not
I just wonder what was the purpose of dude was wearing that though. I had the double look like, who is this little dude? Oh, no, that can say. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, he ain't hurt nobody. If he wanna, when you go to those things, people do stuff to stand out, and that was what he did. Would I do it? Probably not, unless somebody was paying me to do it. Now, if you got $10,000 and you want me to walk down the street with a house on my head, give me $10,000 in a house. I'll put the house on my head. I'll walk down the street. Other than that, no, I probably wouldn't do it. But if I walk down the street with a house on my head, ain't no sense in doing nothing to me. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm just walking down the street with a house on my head.
No, I'm gonna think something wrong with you. Especially if somebody know you and you fam and they're like, man, you got a problem. Hey, you all right today? We go, no. If you come on here with a hat on your head like you did, that house or whatever, we go, man, he got a fever, a cold, he ain't right.
That don't
We
mean,
know-
look, that don't mean he ain't right. And
Emanuel.
all due respect. But don't your twin brother wear Cadillac logos on his shoes?
Do you think I ain't say you weird and something wrong with you?
Right, that's
He
what I'm
don't
saying.
get no pass.
There's nothing wrong. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with being weird. He
Man.
ain't hurting nobody.
Man, they tell me like, hey G, why you ain't got no Cadillac shoe? You drive a Buick. I say, yeah, I don't drive no Buick. He drive a Cadillac. I ain't about to sit there and put no symbols on my body either like he do.
Hold on,
But
you
y'all
drive
twins.
you drive a what?
A Buick.
Say that one more time.
You hear me, man? Shut up. Don't try to correct me, a Buick.
I didn't correct you. I was just trying to find out what you said. I thought you said a Buick, and I just wanted to make sure that I know what you drive. Okay,
I can't
got
stand you, player. I can't stand you. I knew you was gonna try to check me on, but no, real talk. I drive a Buick. He drive a Cadillac, and they like, man, y'all twins and stuff. That's defeat the purpose. I like, man, we twins. I love my brother death, but I ain't about to clown like that. And he say, he be like, hey G, you yeah. He say, hey, how much room in there? He say, hey G, you think something wrong with me? I say, you think it ain't? I say, man, why you gotta wear that, man? I say, man, I represent for the Cadillacs and such. Like, man. He said, what's wrong with me? I say, you weird. I say, man, get out of my house, man, and take those Cadillacs with you because he for real, because he symbolized all this stuff and he get his clothes like custom made and everything else. I mean, don't get me wrong. The man dressed to the T with them Cadillac shit. He got at least 10 or 12 pair.
Does he have any peach suits?
Yeah, he got one. He got one. Yeah, he got one.
Nothing wrong with it.
He got a 2-piece though.
Hey, real quick. What
Huh?
kind of Buick do you drive?
I mean, man, you gonna tell the police on me, man?
No.
You want my
I'm
license
just
plate
curious
too?
because there's a
I have a-
particular Buick that I was thinking about getting. They stopped making it, but
Man, I wish the reason why I got it because I like the color blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. It's like blue, and I got it and stuff because of the color. Really, other than that, man, it's a 17 Buick Encore.
Okay.
I wanted the Enclave or whatever, but they didn't have it, and they told me they had to go to Louisville to get it now. But I had like the color blue, and that's what set it off. That's why I really wanted. But other than that, I wish I would have had the Enclave because it's more roomier and everything.
Okay.
So,
I thought it was a LeSabre, but it's not.
No, I've got the small SUV.
Okay.
You know them small.
Yeah. Because I was either gonna get a LaCrosse or an Enclave.
You talking about the new one?
But no. They don't make them anymore. They don't make the LaCrosse or the Enclave anymore.
Well, they got that Buick some new one, RT something.
Yeah, they got.
I like that bad boy.
Yeah.
My nephew got one, so I like that one. I asked him, can I trade $1,000 now? So, yeah, I like that. That one good to go? Okay. So, yeah. Other than that, what else on the chopping block, man?
I think that's about it. I think I was about to talk about the president's cabinet, Marco Rubio talking to what the president or leader, dictator, whatever, I don't know what their government is in El Salvador, about they're going to take on anybody, they're willing to accept anybody that the United States deports, including Americans.
Won't you, why they just want to open a camp for them like they did, how you say it, Guantanamo Bay back then?
Well, they've already said that they're going to start putting people in there. They are going to open concentration camps. If that is my wholehearted belief, and I think it is going to be exceptionally dangerous. We are headed down a very, very dangerous road, and I don't know how people don't see this. They are using what I perceive as Nazi language. I mean, they're trying to pretty it up, but they're using Nazi language.
Oh, yes. If you say so, man.
I say so, and you're responsible for it.
And quit saying I'm responsible for it. I'm at Kroger's, man.
But you are.
I'm not in that. I'm not at that round table.
Don't matter. You put them at the round table, so you're partially responsible. Yes.
He killed me with that, but you really do, man. You have to. If anything, you didn't learn nothing. You sure learned a lot from Lincoln. I can't, cause y'all should be a good blockers for the Cincinnati Bengals, man.
Wait, who am I blocking for? If anybody would be blocking in this situation, it would be you.
No, I ain't blocking for nobody.
Nor am I. So why would I be a blocker? Who am I blocking for?
I'm just saying. You get it from Lincoln Ware.
No,
y'all show cover up for them Democrats, boy. Y'all don't do nothing wrong.
No one's talking about Democrats. I'm not covering up for Democrats. If Democrats are wrong, they're wrong. And everything that Joe Biden did, I voted for Joe Biden. So everything that Joe Biden did, I was partially responsible for. I accept that.
You wasn't.
Yes, I was.
I
put him in office
when they was making them negotiations.
I put him in. I selected him to sit at that quote round table.
What was your purpose of selecting him though?
It don't matter. If you choose someone to be in leadership and the person who you put in leadership does something bad, you're partially responsible because you put him there.
Who's your favorite rapper? I mean, who's your favorite wrestler?
Who's my favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a favorite wrestler. It would be like me asking you who's your favorite actor. I don't have a favorite wrestler. I enjoy wrestling.
I'm saying everybody had a favorite wrestler growing up.
Well, growing up, I would say Ric Flair.
Okay. Do you expect Ric Flair to win every match?
No.
You probably did when you was a
No,
shorty.
I actually more expected him to.
Quit lying.
I expected him
You
to
wanted
lose.
him to.
No, Ric Flair was very famous for losing matches, or winning them via disqualification. But yeah, Ric Flair got his butt kicked all the time. That was kind of his role.
Okay.
But you're saying that to say what?
Because you can't expect him to win all the time.
What does that have to do with who you voted for?
You can't expect him to. You think the outcome gonna come, but it's not. What's your purpose? You think, okay, I voted for that person. I hope he do this, but it don't be like that.
What? He doing everything he said he was gonna do. He's doing everything that we told you he was gonna do, and everything that he said he was gonna do.
You know why? He wasn't scared of them. He wasn't scared of the government.
So what does that have to do with anything?
He had people in power. He put his people in power, and look what happened. The Democrats had a chance to take over. So y'all keeping all these excuses and everything, just DEI and all that.
What do you mean the Democrats had a chance to take over, bro? You voted in Trump. The Democrats could have done what Trump tried to do and try to overthrow the government. What do you mean?
they had a chance to stack the deck, just like he went in there strong arm and stuff, taking stuff like Tyson. They had a chance when Obama had to stack
But
the
that's not what we're talking about. Whether or not they
I'm gonna say okay, it can't
whether
be,
or not they
you can't
stack
have
the deck, all I'm saying is he's in office. They're doing things that remind me anyway of what I've heard about and read about happened in the lead up to World War II, concentration camps and all of those atrocities. They're kind of repeating the lead up to that. And you're responsible for it. I don't care what Obama did. I don't care what Biden did. I don't care what Clinton did. I don't care what Reagan did. You're responsible for what Trump is doing because you put him in office.
So you're not responsible when they was in office.
Didn't you hear me earlier say I'm responsible for what Biden did?
No, and I said, no, you ain't, because you're not around there round table.
Just because you said I'm not don't mean I'm not. I was.
Yeah, y'all kill me with this, man.
The truth?
We
kill
cool,
you with
man.
the truth?
You was cool. You had a good little talk show going on. As soon as that November 6th ticket punch, you did the funky Watusi, man.
Look, if you don't like the truth, that's not my fault. But
that ain't about the truth.
You
was cool and thinking, and when people try to, enlighten y'all mind, and like, man.
Well, enlighten my mind. Enlighten my mind.
And you seeing around the world what's going on, like, hey, man, some people either party ain't for the blacks. Because if they were so-called for the blacks, we wouldn't have to go through all this DEI and everything else they crying about.
It doesn't matter whether they're for the blacks or not. What matters is you put that dude in office.
Hey, man, if they got love for us and all that, what love and strategy they gonna use now to help us since they hear us crying and all that? Well, I'm not crying. Y'all people crying, the ones that's lost. So what strategy of love they gonna have, like, man, this is what we need to do? What powerful person right now, man, could come out and say, man, hell with this. Y'all Republicans go stop this.
Hold on. No, you're missing the point.
I'm not missing no damn point.
You are 100% missing the point.
I'm not.
Hold on. Let me tell you. The point that I'm making is simply this. And I'm going to tell you, before I tell you what the point is, I'm going to tell you why I keep making this point. Because hopefully, prayerfully, we have another opportunity to have an election. And
so we gonna get the same result.
Can I finish? I'm telling you why I keep hammering this. One of these days, hopefully, we have an opportunity to have another election. And I want you and people who made this terrible decision to remember that elections have consequences, and so try to make better decisions moving forward. Now, you can't change the decision that you made, but don't try to deflect the responsibility for making the decision, because if you do that, then you'll be able to look at it next time and make the same mistake and not take responsibility for those actions. So that's why I keep telling you, you're responsible for everything that he does, in hopes that it'll get through to you, and the next time you'll make a better decision because you want to see better outcomes.
Who you hollering at better for is better decision? I'm not even getting in that mess no more. It's over for me. I see what games they
Whatever,
play.
you said that last time and you voted again, and now you're responsible. So stop talking about, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. Yes, you will.
I said what last time?
You said you wasn't voting. You said you were not going to vote.
I said I want to go vote.
Right.
And I'm like, man, she's not even talking about nothing.
And you'll do the same thing next time. If there is a next time, you'll do the same thing next time if you're not held accountable for the decision that you made this time.
I'm not going to do it again.
Didn't you say you wasn't going to do it last time, but you did it? I don't believe you, so I'm telling you, you are responsible, and either don't vote next time or make better decisions. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Better decision.
You didn't.
Hey, why come I did? Ain't nothing wrong with Trump. He just stacking the deck on y'all, getting y'all mind right. Hey, this how they been playing y'all, and he come up with everything to throw y'all off. He's a pimp, man.
When he start deporting,
he playing mind games. And y'all black folks fall
starts
for that.
deporting Americans, then maybe, and he's talking about deporting people in jail, then maybe that'll affect you. And then maybe you'll say, ooh, this was a bad decision.
You said deporting people in jail?
Yes.
Is them the ones, you talking about the ones that's from overseas?
No,
Illegals?
I'm talking about American citizens who are in prison. They are actively having discussions with El Salvador about deporting American citizens who are in prison.
Oh, I guess. If
And
you
what
say
now?
so.
Now, would that affect you?
No, it won't affect me.
It wouldn't.
No.
Don't you have some relatives
I'm
in
not-
prison?
Yeah,
When they ass get deported to El Salvador, you gonna be happy about it?
they ain't gonna get deported no damn El Salvador. It's games they play. Gone with that, man.
All right.
First of all, they ain't from no damn El Salvador.
They don't have to be from El Salvador. That's what I'm telling you. The president of El Salvador told them you can
They
deport anybody here, including American citizens who are in prison.
I understand what you're saying, man, to the whole third degree, but other than that, it ain't gonna happen. He just pump faking y'all.
Okay.
Like he do.
All right.
Like he do. He pump faking y'all. And
Remember,
y'all fall into
I
the
remember
trap.
you saying something about Project 2025 was just pump faking too. But he's following Project 2025 almost line by line. They not pump faking, bro. They doing the stuff that they said they was gonna do.
Hey, Manuel, them plans that what he doing, it was put in place already. He was already going for that. He just couldn't push it through like he wanted to, because he knew he had these criminal cases ahead. He knew what was going on. What pissed him off? You know what pissed him off? When them Democrats came at him and turned out with them charges. That's what pissed him off. And he said, okay, y'all open up a can of worms. I got something for y'all. I'm gonna get every last. He already said it when he left off.
Do you have your passport? Do you have a passport?
Yeah, I got a passport.
Okay, good, because maybe you'll be able to visit your relatives when they're in El Salvador.
I ain't got nowhere. I don't have no plans of going nowhere.
All right.
The way these planes falling like birds out of the sky, I'm cool. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Is it an ice storm they said coming?
I heard something about that, but I'm not sure that that's coming to our area.
They said in the morning, sometimes in the morning or something like that. I heard. I don't know how true it is. But I hope not, man. Cause I got a feeling, man. It's gonna get hit heavy in Chicago. And it
All
might
right.
be a straight pile up there, man. That ice storm.
Well, Twin,
Man,
I gotta run, man. I appreciate your
Man,
call.
yeah, what else? You just like to argue with people, man.
Okay.
You don't do no encouragement. You're not going to be the reason I smile today. We're gone with that.
I can make you smile probably in about 10 seconds.
Man, you gone with that goofy stuff.
You want me to make you smile?
You said what now?
You want me to make you smile?
No, I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
Okay. Hey, have a good day, man, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, go get rid of them bean pies, whatever you got going on.
All right.
Bang, man.
All right.
Ah.
That was Twin. I was going to make you smile. All I was going to do was say brick. That was it. I knew I would have made him smile. That was it. That was it. Brick. That was it. I would have made him smile. I wasn't even going to talk about Transveta. I wasn't going to talk about I know that would have made him smile. But I wasn't going to talk about Transveta. I was going to give an opportunity to see. It ain't that hard to make somebody smile. That's it. But yeah, did y'all see that report? Because Ron is on here saying I'm lying. Like, I made up the report that and now again, I might be wrong about his title. He might not be considered the president of El Salvador. But Ron is making it like I'm lying, that we didn't get a report where the president of El Salvador told Marco Rubio that they are willing to take any immigrants that they deport, including Americans who were convicted of violent crimes. I didn't make that up. Y'all go look it up. Go look it up. I don't make this stuff up. No matter what he says, I don't make this stuff up. I just tell y'all the stuff that I read or see. the reports that I just share what I've seen. I didn't make it up. That's what they're saying. Hold on, why would you, even if, like, I went to El Salvador to ask them about accepting immigrants that we send back to El Salvador, and they said yes. And then, even if no prompting, they say, by the way, we'll accept any immigrants that you want to deport. We'll even accept Americans who've been convicted of violent crimes, right? Why would you come back, if that's not even a thought in your head, why would you come back and tell the people that? Why would you come back and tell the people that? Well, I went and talked to El Salvador, and they said, if it's not even a thought, you really only share that kind of information if you kind of entertaining the thought. Like, oh, I ain't thought about we could deport these ends in prison. Just get rid of them. Why would you come back and tell me that? It don't make sense. You're entertaining the thought. Otherwise, you just say, bruh, stop playing. Ain't nobody talking about deporting no American citizens from our prisons. Stop playing. And then when you come back and you get a report, you say, well, yeah, they said they willing to accept the immigrants that we deport. All right, good. Soon as you add in, and they said they'll even accept Americans who've been convicted of violent crimes. If I'm the president and you tell me that, I'm like, why did you even tell me that? That's not on the table. Why would you even bring that back to me? Ron says, tell them what the Trump's response was when they told them they could bring Americans there. Their response wasn't, F you. How the F you expect, what the F you think we are? Where would you think, why would you even think that we would consider that? F off. Maybe they don't want to use that language, but that's the correct response. If that ain't your response, and you sitting there talking about, they said they would do it, but we have no desire to deport. We would never do that. We would never do that. Come on, if we ain't learned nothing else, we done learned. Trump ain't got no problem lying. So yeah, he gonna say, we would never consider something like that. Of course he's gonna say that. While the whole time trying to plan, how can we say that these are private prisons? We're gonna shift some of our resources to private prisons that we are outsourcing to another country. So we're not technically deporting them. We're just sending them to a private prison that we've outsourced to El Salvador. They're going to do it for much cheaper. It'll save the government a lot of money. So we're not deporting them. We're just, come on. How y'all keep falling for this stuff? Like, they ain't even being slick with y'all. They just flat out telling y'all, look, we thinking about deporting American citizens. And y'all like, well, they didn't say that they really thinking about it. No, they just told you without telling you. You ain't ever seen them memes? Like, tell me, you know what I'm saying? You like cookies without telling me you like cookies. And then it's a picture of somebody there with a whole bunch of cookies. You don't actually have to say, I like cookies. You holding 87 big giant cookies in your hand. I don't have to tell you I like cookies. You can see. That's what they doing to y'all. Well, he didn't say he liked cookies, but he ain't doing nothing but eating cookies. He like cookies, bro. He didn't say they gonna deport Americans. He telling you that the dude said that we can do it. Tell me you thinking about deporting American citizens without telling me you thinking about deporting American citizens. Well, the president of El Salvador has said they're willing to accept American citizens if we deport them. That's what he just did. Well, he didn't actually say the words, Emanuel. Oh my goodness. Blade.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
It's going all right, man.
Now you understand what I've been talking about, don't you, my buddy?
I'm not sure.
The purge is in effect.
Oh, that would be the purge.
The pretext was we're gonna get some Mexican, Hispanics, and brown people, but really we're gonna purge you black people.
Okay.
Because what he said, if you American and you violate crimes, we're gonna purge your ass out of the country and put you in somebody else's country. You think that was his real thought all along?
I do believe that was the real thought all along. Yes. I never equated that to the purge that you were talking about. You should have been a little more clear.
No, don't have to, because it is the picture draws itself. Because what I've been hearing that ICE is out here taking people, but also they say taking pictures and letting them go.
Okay, I kind of heard that myself, but I don't know if that's true. I didn't actually read a news story or anything about it, but I did hear someone say it. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I don't know if it's true.
Come on, man. White people are not going to let this go. They got cheap labor. They're getting served. They're getting people cooking their food. People are doing construction. Cheap labor. I don't think white people are going to let that go. White people are going to extract the undesirables. These cats out here walking around, hanging out, this and that, whatever. That's the ones they're going to get. They're going to get a community that can't control their kids. They're going to extract them from America and put them in them prisons. So, smart Negroes need to be careful, because you just might one day get purged. You see it; it's here, bro. So, I think we need to hang in packs and be careful, man, and get ready, because they coming for you. Hey, have a good one.
You do the same. All right. So that's the purge he's been talking about all along. Them deporting American citizens. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't real clear on that. I thought it meant something else. And I keep telling y'all we have to keep talking about this stuff, putting it out there in the atmosphere. I don't know 100% that that's what stops it, but awareness. Like sometimes they do stuff. And when you tell them like, bro, I see you. It's almost like a criminal sneaking in your house, coming in through the window, and you flip on the lights like, I can see you. Now, he might just bust in anyway. But, there's a good chance he like, oh, my bad, and start climbing back out the window. The awareness and the outcry sometimes is that's what makes them say, ooh, okay. And they pull back a little bit and say, okay, well, maybe we're not going to do that at this time or that way. Maybe they drop back and regather and try to approach it a different way. But sometimes that outcry. Remember the thing about cutting off all the federal funding to anybody who getting help? And people was like, what? What? What the? What? Okay. We'll take that back. I'm going to rescind that order. Okay, my bad. I'm going to rescind that order. If people had just said, oh, well, I guess ain't nothing we can do, he wouldn't have rescinded that order. That's why you got to be talking about it. People, well, what's the answer? Well, all we going to do is get mad and talk about it. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes. Somebody going to file a lawsuit or something like that. But we can't just say, well, why are we talking about this? Because maybe the person who gonna file the lawsuit ain't heard about it yet. And until they hear about it, ain't nothing that they not gonna do anything. So you gotta talk about it. You gotta make it known. And, basically tell people like this is wrong. We're headed down a dangerous road. Now, again, at the same time, I say all of that. But at the same time, look, I can't wait till my 59 cent a gallon gas happen. I mean, Trump gonna fix it. I can't wait for my, 17 cent a dozen eggs to happen. I can't wait for it to come back. Ron says he didn't rescind it. He did. Look it up. He rescinded that order. Donald Trump rescinded that executive order. I know you're very knowledgeable, but on this one, you might be just a little mistaken. Look it up. Look it up. I can't wait until there's 100% American employment. Because, all of the immigrants lose their jobs and all of the Americans are gonna all have jobs. I can't wait. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. NBC News. Trump administration rescinds order attempting to freeze federal aid spending. A judge had temporarily paused the order, which sparked widespread criticism and confusion on Tuesday. This is January 29th, 1:05 p.m. Sahil Kapoor, Peter Alexander, and Kate Sentalis gets the byline. The Trump administration on Wednesday rescinded an order putting a widespread freeze on most federal grants and loans. A senior administration official confirmed the rescission, I believe is how you pronounce that, Wednesday, which was ordered by the Office of Management and Budget. I told you the date. They rescinded the order. I don't be making this stuff up. I might have a detail wrong here or there, but I don't make this stuff up. Y'all, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. All right, Ron. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Y'all made me feel a little better. I'm still mad. I can't tell y'all what I'm mad about, but I'm still mad. I mean, it is what it is, but I feel a little better. Again, because I am down to one car for a minute. I might be a little late. A show might not happen this week. Again, I should have my car back on Friday. And I kind of, Tria says, why can't you tell us? I just can't. I can't even tell you why I can't. Because if I tell you why I can't tell you, then I would be telling you what I can't tell you. But I'm going to just say I'm mad about something, and I can't tell you what it is. Mad about something, and I can't tell you what it is. But it ain't got nothing to do with cookies. But yeah, so if I don't make it to a show or something like that, then please try to understand. But I do have to admit, I enjoy riding to work and riding from work with Mrs. Livingston. I enjoy her dropping me off and picking me up. She was something, like on Monday, she was like, oh, just take the car. I was like, I kind of wanted to ride to work with her. I like spending time with my wife. Hey. So I kind of enjoyed it. Hold on. Somebody said, where's Nate? I imagine right now he's probably in Toledo. So that's where he lives. Nothing wrong with him. He's not having any health problems. He's not in jail. He's not, anything. I'm not sure why people would even be asking that question. Where is he? Like, I don't understand the question. And I'm not saying it like, I'm saying, like, I don't understand the question. Like, why? Why would you ask that? Have you heard something that I didn't know? Like, why are you asking that question? I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question. He in Toledo. He at home, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know exactly where he is right this moment, but it's because he's normally here and hasn't been in a while. He don't normally frequent Cincinnati, and he don't normally be on this show. I mean, there was a small period of a few weeks during the election when, he was here almost every day, but he's not normally here and on this show. They missed Nate report on Lincoln Ware. Oh! Now I feel stupid. Okay, I get it. He hadn't been on Lincoln Ware. And, he did tell me that someone had reached out to him and left him a message asking him if I told him to stop talking to them. I'm like, what are we, 7? What are we, 7? Did he tell you? Y'all know the little baby got in trouble. It all ties together. I probably shouldn't tell this story because no one authorized me to tell the story. But little baby got in trouble because she was upset about something that one of her friends did. And she was, because she's 7? And, when she was like, well, I thought that my friend liked her other friend more than she liked me. And so she said something to the friend that she thought liked a different friend more than they liked her. And, of course I told her, don't be mean, because she was a little mean. Don't be mean to people. And sometimes people gonna like other people a little more than they like you. And that's okay. You don't have to like everybody the same and or at the same time. Just because a new friend comes up doesn't mean you're any less a friend, and trying to explain all of that stuff to her. And it sound a little bit like, did your brother tell you not to talk to me? You 80-something effing years old, and you asking 6 and 7-year-old questions to grown men? Grow the F up. Like, when do you grow up? Do you wait till you're 90 to grow up? Grow the F up. If he decide to call you, he'll call you. You ain't calling me enough. Did your brother tell you not to talk to me? Daryl says, you talking about Lincoln Ware? Yes! Yes! You don't call somebody brother and ask them if they told their brother not to talk to you. What? Y'all know I don't cuss. I said I only cuss when it's necessary. Your bitch ass need to grow the fuck up. Damn. A grown man do something like that. See, now y'all got me upset again. Why y'all provoking me? Why are y'all provoking me? Linda, it was necessary. I only do it if it's absolutely necessary, and that was absolutely necessary. You might not understand it. As the king of talk, I understand when stuff is absolutely necessary and when it's not. Just take my word for it. It was absolutely necessary. But all right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. I got stuff to do. I got things to do. We got one car now until Friday. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. And I didn't talk about I know nobody actually said this. I didn't even talk about, I watched another one of them Diddy documentaries. Documentaries on, what was it? The Making of a Bad Boy or whatever it was. It's like 18 of them. Can I say, I said I was getting ready to go. I had to say this before I go. I had to say this because I won't remember to say it tomorrow. And I meant to say it yesterday, but I didn't come on. Let me say this. I believe Diddy did the stuff that they accusing him of doing. I just believe it. I don't have any proof to say that he did it, but I believe that he did it, right? And I believe he's responsible for his own actions. I believe that wholeheartedly. I don't 100% believe all the details of the stories that the people was telling. Like, I believe, I watched one of the documentaries, and one of the ladies told a terrible incident of her being sexually assaulted by Diddy. And the setup for it was, hey, because I guess her boyfriend at the time worked for Bad Boy. And Diddy calls her and tells her, basically, your boyfriend is slacking off. We need to meet so that we can strategize a way to get him back on track. I'm not even saying that I don't believe that happened. I just don't think that people are telling the whole story the way it is. Like there's some details missing there. You know what I'm saying? Another point where his assistant talking about Diddy told him that in order to be to prove his loyalty, he had to have sex. And there was this girl who, I guess was convinced. This was one of his king parties, I believe is what he said Diddy called them. And this was it was a girl, strategically placed, I guess, in front of him. And Diddy gives him a condom and says, basically you have to have sex with that woman to prove your loyalty to me. And so he don't know what to do. And so he look at the woman, and the woman looks at him and gives her consent. And then so he puts on the condom and he has sex with the lady until Diddy gets out of his sight, and then he runs out the room as fast as he could. And I don't know how to say this and not sound, he didn't seem like, it was a documentary on Max. He didn't seem like the kind of guy that would be having sex with women. And I'm like, if you're going to tell the story, either tell the whole story or don't tell the story. This woman looked up and gave her consent. Right, because you don't want to be... Look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell the story in a way so that it doesn't make you look bad and all that kind of... We, as humans, that's kind of one of the things that we do, okay? It's one of the things that we do. But they be frustrating me because I want to believe your story. I want to believe this is the way it happened. This is what Diddy did. But some of your story don't make sense. It just doesn't track with just common sense. In the process of all of this debauchery, with people being sexually assaulted and drugged and all that kind of stuff, this woman took the time to give her consent. All the stories that we done heard about the stuff that Diddy, that somebody else filed a lawsuit that Diddy did something to a man. Diddy doing it to dudes, allegedly. And your task to prove your loyalty was to have consensual sex with a woman who happened to be strategically placed naked, ready for sex. Come on. Come on. And again, I'm not saying, if Diddy coerced you into doing this, whatever, he coerced me, and maybe there's some details about this that I'm not comfortable sharing. But he coerced me into a sexual act, and I wasn't comfortable with it. It made me uncomfortable, and, I did it anyway, but whatever. But then you fabricate, what I feel like you fabricated this tale. Everything works out perfectly for you. DeAndre said, I don't know, but 1,000 bottles of baby oil is not normal. This was the baby oil man. I don't remember his name, but I call him the baby oil man or the Astroglide man. He threw out the name brand lube. Ooh, Astroglide. Yeah, this was the baby oil man. You telling me the baby oil man was so shocked that Diddy would ask him to have sex with someone? Come on. The baby oil man. He had voice notes. Like, go pick up Diddy telling him, like, go pick up 6 bottles of baby oil and 4 bottles of Astroglide and some candles and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you the baby oil man. You know what's going on. The baby oil man never saw an actual crime, though. The baby oil man, did you ever see any of that? No, I didn't see any of that stuff. I didn't see any of that. Hold on, but you was the one who was tasked with going to picking up the drugs and the baby oil. But you didn't see nothing illegal? Nothing. Nothing. If ain't nobody know, the baby oil man know. And then I would have to come in and I would have to clean up and the floor would be so, it would just be baby oil all over the floor. Like, literally, you would walk on the floor and you could slip. And it would be blood and body fluids all over the place. And then I got to reach my hand down in a bathtub. He told this story. I had to reach my hand down in a bathtub filled with water. And it's just a layer of baby oil on top of to pull the plug. It's a layer of baby oil on top of the water. And I got to... The only thing, though, that you ever did was have consensual sex with a woman to prove your loyalty. That's it. That's it. You didn't see no crimes. You didn't know what you was bringing all that baby oil and Astroglide for. The drugs and all the stuff. You had no idea. Well, you knew he was recording, but I never saw any of the recordings. I never recorded anything. I know recordings were being made. We had to clean out his phone from time to time because there might be recordings on there. He said they were recordings, but we had to scrub his phone. Come on, you the baby oil man. You know, stop. I just don't like it. Again, I don't believe that Diddy is, innocent. But when you tell a story in such a way that you're like super innocent in the story, I was just doing my job. He wanted baby oil. I'll get him baby oil. He wants Astroglide. I get him Astroglide. He wants red lights and candles. I get him red lights and candles. I don't know what's going on. Then one day I'm in there. I think everything is consensual and I'm minding my own business. And he says, prove your loyalty and gives me a condom. And I look at this girl and I'm so uncomfortable. But then she looks at me and she gives her consent. I ain't never been in an orgy. Okay? I've never been in an orgy. Back in my younger days, it was, I do an orgy. You know what I'm saying? I was never orgy worthy. You know what I'm saying? But I would have done an orgy. You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, at no point in this orgy that was happening in my mind, it was red lights in my mental orgy. It was red lights and candles and freakiness going on all over the place. But in my mind, in this orgy, there was no, excuse me, may I have sex with you? Absolutely, you may have sex with me. Thank you. I'm going to put it in now. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen in it was just people doing it. Oh, there's a hole. You know what I'm saying? I was, in my mind, she looked good. Oh, and she's open. That in my mind, that was the... But in his orgy, in the Diddy, where everybody is drugged out of their mind, they are so drugged that they've been having sex for 3 days to the point that they need IVs afterwards. This woman has the mindset of, I want to make sure that I give the baby oil man consent before we have sex. Stop! Stop! Oh. I didn't mean the fireworks. Stop. You're not fooling me. It's little stuff like that. Little stuff like that I don't like. Just say I did some bad stuff. I did some stuff that I'm not proud of. I was forced to engage in sexual relations with people and I didn't want to, but I felt like I had to. You know what I'm saying? Just say that. You gotta make yourself super innocent. I don't believe anybody involved in that was super innocent. And that don't mean that they deserve what happened to them. I don't believe none of them was like super innocent. I said to Mrs. Livingston, you know, when I worked at Radio 1, if one of my supervisors had called you and said, excuse me, Mrs. Livingston, we need you to come down to Radio 1 because Emanuel's not doing a good job at doing his job. And I want to talk to you about a strategy where we could, you know, figure out something to get Emanuel to do his job. And Mrs. Livingston, before I was even finished, was like, well, I ain't gonna say exactly what she said because I know I'm cuss. But she was like, ain't nowhere in the world. Ain't nowhere in the world. I'd have hung up. That's not a regular request. So you just thought you was going down in the middle of the night to have a conversation about how to get your boyfriend back on track at Bad Boy. It's possible. It's possible, but boy, that makes you super innocent. You were just so, I don't know. But I had to, what bothered me more than anybody was the baby oil man. And she looked at me and gave her consent. And then I engaged in sex with her. Oh. That girl was high out of her mind if it was a girl. She was high out of her mind, and you did what you was told to do, if that story is true. Just tell the truth. The truth you don't sound as innocent when you just telling the truth. I don't like that. All right, y'all. I do have to get out of here. I would not have remembered that tomorrow, so I had to get it out. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your evening. Everybody be safe. Let's see, all hearts and minds are clear. As always, be the reason that somebody smiles this evening. Until next time, I'm out, y'all.